The presidents of the United States and Brazil are engaged in a war of words. Brazil has threatened to reciprocate after Donald Trump announced a 50% tariff on goods from the South American nation. The new tariff came amidst an escalating row over the American president's support for the coup-accused ex-leader Jair Bolsonaro. Now, Trump has in fact announced that he will slap a 50% tariff on Brazilian imports starting from the 1st of August, citing Brazil's insidious attacks on free elections and warning of escalation if the country were to retaliate. Now, President Lula da Silva quickly shot back on X. Any unilateral tariff increase will be addressed in the wake of the Brazilian law of economic reciprocity. He added that Brazil is in fact a sovereign nation with independent institutions and will not accept any form of tutelage. Earlier, Brasilia had summoned Washington's top envoy to the country to explain an embassy statement, describing Bolsonaro as victim of political persecution, echoing Trump's claims of a witch hunt against the 70-year-old Brazilian firebrand. Trump then announced the new tariff via a letter addressed to Lula. Trump criticized the treatment of Bolsonaro as an international disgrace and said that the trial should not be taking place. He further added that Washington would launch an investigation into Brazil's trade practices. Now, Brazil is in fact the second largest exporter of steel to the United States after Canada, shipping 4 million tons of the metal in 2024. It all started with the American president posting on defense of his right-wing Brazilian ally, calling out the Brazilian authorities to leave Bolsonaro alone. Now, Trump also accused the lawmakers of launching an alleged witch hunt against the 70-year-old leader. Now, Trump's comments soon spiraled into a full-blown political slugfest, drawing some sharp rebuke from the Brazilian president himself, who set diplomatic niceties aside and hit back at Trump's interference, adding that no one is above the law. Now, Bolsonaro is in the midst of a trial for hatching a coup plot to oust his liberal opponent and current Brazilian president Lula da Silva after losing in the elections in 2022. The Brazilian president had also slammed the American leader over his threat to impose tariffs on countries that align themselves with BRICS.
A president of a country the size of the United States to go around threatening the world on the internet, it's not right. He needs to understand that the world has changed. You know, no, we don't want an emperor. We are sovereign nations. If he thinks he can impose tariffs on countries, countries also have the right to do the same.
Now, President Trump has stated on social media that he'll impose an additional 10% tariff on any country that aligns itself with what he calls anti-American BRICS policies. Now, Trump's statement, in fact, came hours after the BRICS grouping of nations, including Russia, India and China, criticized U.S. sanctions. Now, Brazil hosted the 17th BRICS summit in Rio de Janeiro.